Hi guys, I was looking at my 2015 ATV trail video and I was trying to get to a point in it to where I could see like a quarter of a face, just like this much of the face looking through the bushes at me. And I was trying to determine whether I was seeing a nose or an eye or what. But it's definitely not a tree there. But I accidentally went a frame or two too far. And I looked at where I stopped. And I found a chimp-like face. I'm going to show you how I found it on my screen. But first, I want to show you something that I just found. Let me move the camera. And I'm doing this the way I got onto M.K. Davis once for doing it, because it doesn't make a very good image. It's not a bad image, but I'm going to get a little closer where you can see. I'm going to show you something that I just noticed. Right, oh goodness, it's right here. Yeah, I'll probably have to move over a couple of frames. This spot right here. Yeah, I'll have to move it. I have very basic... Oh crap, I went the wrong way. It's okay. Right here. Now, this is definitely a head. That's an eye. That's a quarter of a head. This is not the image that I was looking for. The image I was looking for is right over here, and you can almost see it right here. But I just now noticed this. That is definitely an eye, and the ear would be right here. That would be one. That may be even its mouth right there. I'm not sure. But I was looking down at the bottom of these bushes and noticing, see all the darkness down here, all what looks like could be the bottom of the tree, but you go up and there's no tree. See all that darkness right there? You go up, there's no tree above here. That's daylight right there. Of course, you can say that's the smaller trees. No, not this much darkness. There's one of your smaller trees right there. But all this stuff in there is not shrubbery. This is where they're hiding, in this area right here. And first of all, I will get back to this one. This is the face I was looking at. That could still possibly be a tree, but it looks like the shape of a face. That's definitely identifiable right there. An eye with the brow ridge right above it, and its head. And that could possibly be its mouth. But we're going to go to look in this area for a second. And I'll show you exactly how I was trying to clear it up. Got to move one frame at a time until you start to see something here. This looks like maybe the forehead with the bridge of the nose right there and an eye. But that's just a guess. I'm not certain about that. And it clears up a little bit more right there in the next frame. We'll go to the next frame. And now that looks like the forehead between the eyes and the eye socket here, with the eye socket completely covered up right here. But this looks like the top of the head. And again, if there's something, a tree this wide here, you're going to see it up here. And there's nothing up there. There's branches coming from everywhere else. But there's no stump coming from up here. So that's a little bit more of the forehead you can see. And this is what I was trying to do. That could possibly be the mouth. He's got his head turned just a little bit. This is what I was doing, trying to clear this one up, which I don't think I can. I think I've done as much as I can to it to identify it. And here's that face looking thing, and you can't see the thing that was above it a minute ago unless that's it. It's hard to tell. That could be a face right there. Let's go back to here. This is my subject of this video, actually. Now, what I did to try to see this thing better was to go to 1702 on my time frame right there. If you can see it, it changes quite a bit around here. And the video gets blurry because I'm moving. I'm still walking through down the trail. Where am I? It's right here. This dark spot right here is what we're looking at. Let me get to the point to where I took a screenshot. Oops, I just backed up. I have to move a bunch. See how hard this is to do. I'll get to 1702. It'll clear up a little bit. Now here's my subject right there. I was actually looking in the wrong spot. But anyway, here's the subject I was looking at. Now, I can't tell whether that's an eye or that's the bottom of the nose. That's a little more clear. Now that looks more like a nose right there, and that looks like an eye. His forehead would be up here. Space between his mouth and his nose is right here. And that would be the broadness, the breadth of his nose. If I could clear it up, maybe could see some nostrils, but I just don't have the equipment for that. And now it kind of looks more like the eye. Maybe he's turned a little bit right. No, that's still a nose. Maybe he's backed up a little bit. But the further I go along, the more I lose this face. Until I get to the point to where my chimp-looking face is. That looks like another face behind it. That looks more like a, I don't know, Planet of the Apes face. Notice the difference in the color. This is a blackish object here, not greenish. And here we go. What are we looking at? Now this seems to look a little more like a brow ridge right here with the forehead going up and the face. Now all this is back in the shadows of the bushes, the trees. None of it's going to be clear. But here is a chimp-looking face. Brow ridge going straight across right there. One eye, which is fuzzy, and the other eye is partly covered. And there's a nose, and there's its mouth. And cheek. This is the side of his head. That would be the right side of his head. See if I can get it one more frame. No, that frame, one more frame messes it up. And it doesn't come back. This is how I look into videos that I've taken. It's a very, very tedious process. Now you can't identify anything. And there's the face looking spot I was looking at earlier. Now I'm going to continue past that tree. And see what we can find. We should be able to see something here. But we have to get to a frame that's clearer than this. I'm going a little bit further back into the video, but that chimp looking image is what I found a couple of days ago, and I sent to the biologist in this area. He hadn't gotten back to me yet, but hopefully he'll be able to see what I did. I'll put more screenshots up there with this video. You can take a look at them at the end of it. So thank everybody for watching, and have a good evening.